For decades, an island off the coast of Japan was one of the most crowded places on Earth. Thousands of people lived there, worked there, and built their lives there. But today, the island is completely abandoned. Empty buildings stand frozen in time, and not a single family calls it home. So what happened? Why did an entire city suddenly disappear? Hashima Island, also known as Battleship Island, sits near Nagasaki, Japan. From a distance, its concrete walls make it look like a giant warship floating in the ocean. That's where its famous nickname came from. In the late 1800s, huge coal deposits were discovered beneath the island. At the time, Japan was rapidly industrializing, and coal was one of the country's most valuable resources. Mining companies rushed to develop the area, and workers began arriving from all over Japan. As the coal industry grew, Hashima transformed into a self-contained city. Apartment buildings, schools, hospitals, restaurants, and shops were constructed on a tiny piece of land surrounded by the sea. Every available space was used. By the 1950s, more than 5,000 people lived on the island. It became one of the most densely populated places in the world. Families raised children there, students attended school, and miners spent long hours working deep beneath the ocean floor. Life wasn't easy. Apartments were extremely small, privacy was rare, and powerful storms regularly battered the island. Yet despite these challenges, Hashima remained a thriving community filled with activity and purpose. Then everything changed. During the 1960s, countries around the world began switching from coal to oil. Oil was cheaper, easier to transport, and more efficient. As demand for coal declined, Hashima's mines became less profitable. Production dropped year after year, workers started leaving, businesses closed. The island's future suddenly looked uncertain. Finally, in 1974, the mining operation officially shut down. Residents were told to leave. Families packed their belongings, boarded boats, and departed forever. Within weeks, an island that once housed thousands of people became completely empty. The buildings remained, the schools remained, the apartments remained, but the people never returned. Over the following decades, nature slowly reclaimed the island. Windows shattered, roofs collapsed, and salt-filled sea air eroded the concrete structures. What was once a symbol of industrial progress became a silent ghost city. Hashima also has a darker history. During World War II, forced laborers from Korea and China were reportedly brought to work in the mines under extremely harsh conditions. Historians continue to study this chapter of the island's past, and it remains an important part of its story. Today, tourists can visit certain areas of Hashima Island through guided tours. Many buildings are still too dangerous to enter because years of abandonment have left them unstable. Walking through the empty streets feels like stepping into a forgotten world. Classrooms remain abandoned. Stairways lead to empty apartments. Entire neighborhoods stand frozen in time. Hashima Island is proof that even the busiest places can disappear. A city that once held thousands of people now stands completely silent. And that's what makes Battleship Island one of the most fascinating